and I got the visa that was issued from the ambassador here in Switzerland, Nigerian embassy in Switzerland. The ambassador issued me a visa for 2 months, and I stayed only 5 weeks. So I was very shocked and disappointed when I wanted to leave Nigeria. The Nigerian immigration at the airport in Lagos, they say I have overstayed, that they can't let me go. They first say that I overstay, I should have gone after 1 month. I now showed them the visa of 2 months. They say they don't care, that after 1 month I should have left. That actually what we are going to do now is I have to pay $8,000. $8,000 is equal to about 3 million naira. I told him, Oga, I don't even get 1 naira with me. I don't get anything with me, and this is a mistake. I can't have overstayed since I got the visa of 2 months and I've stayed only 5 weeks. So I shout, I complain. Another man now took me away, also from the Nigerian immigration. He took me aside, telling me, look, what we are going to do now is you are going to pay 80,000 naira. I started shouting, because how can you first tell me it's 3 million naira? Now within 5 minutes it now turned down to 80,000 naira. All these scammers, all these frauds, I know grill. So I told him that, okay, this visa I got is 2 months. He said he don't care whether the ambassador issue me anything or what, that it's 1 month. He said he will take me to the office. He will take me to his boss. I say, oh yeah, let's go now. Take me to the person that is in charge of all this. Let me talk. Oh. The guy just started looking at me angrily, saying, you are making me angry here. I shout, say, yeah, you too, you are getting me angry here. Because normally I always respect Nigerians. Whether you are an officer, whether you are police, whether you are living on the street, I don't care, I give you respect. But this one now, I couldn't hold it again, because even my time was running. I almost missed my plane. So this guy now say, I'm getting him angry. I told him that, look, take me to the office, because you can't just be letting me stand. He let me stand there for like 20 minutes, not even attending to me, just telling me that I can't pass. So I now told him whether you are going to attend to me now or not. So he now said he would take me to the office. I said, oh yeah, let's go. He's still delaying me. I now told him, look at what I'm going to do now. I have the mobile number of the ambassador here in Switzerland, Nigerian ambassador. I'm going to call him right now. That is when he now started like, let's see. He still delayed me for another 5 minutes. I said, okay, stop all this nonsense. You now say, that it's not like that I have to pay, that I should come and check the screen. And really, when he scanned my passport, it showed overstay. But all this they are scam. Even my friends, my Nigerian friend here in Switzerland, the lady told me that all this is their scam, all this is their fraud. That's how they want to get money from white. See, I don't agree. I dey vex very well for this. So at the end, imagine, they just gave me the stamp, just like that, after enough shouting up and down. They just gave me my stamp and let me go. But now, when I got home, I now saw that they now put the stamp on the wrong page. Instead of the visa of this year, they now put the stamp on my last year visa. So that one will still give me problem if I want to enter Nigeria again. See, all this your scams, all this your fraud it's not going to I swear the crime is too much. This is too much. I don't like it. I swear all this makes me to start disliking Nigerian ways. Honestly, I dey vex very well. Because when I now finally enter plane with my daughter, just 5 minutes later they said boarding completed, the door closed. So if they would have just delayed me 5 minutes more, I would have missed my plane. I swear this is not a joking matter. This is not play. This is a serious issue. I mean, I pay more than 1,000. I pay almost 2,000 for my ticket, for my daughter and me. I pay almost $2,000 for ticket. Now you guys want me to miss my plane, all in the name of money. It's not good, oh. It's not good. It's not good at all. Don't try me again, I swear.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you via the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land. We are here live and direct, and make no mistake about it, today is the 7th day of January in the year of our Lord 2022. Today I will be shortly joined by some members of the directorate in a question and answer interactive session. So please, you should draw nearer to your listening devices. This new year, according to human counting, which is normal, according to Gregorian calendar, 2022 is a year of action. Therefore, draw nearer to your devices, because in the next 25 minutes or less, I will be joined by Mazi Chinasa Nworu and Mazi Abanyam in today's interactive session. But before we go there, please let us pray.
For God in heaven, Almighty Creator, the ancients of the ancients, the maker of the heavens and the earth, you created everything that the mind of a living soul can imagine, but none created thee. That is why we say you are immortal, you are invisible, you are omnipotent. This very God that every generation who has ever had the grace of knowing thee have always testified to your goodness. That is the same God that we kneel and bow before. This God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help, even in this time of Janjaweed trouble, even in this time of Fulani rage and terrorism. Therefore we shall fear no evil. This IPOB shall fear no evil. Even if the whole world is against us, even if Britain intensifies their effort to cross this very light of hope in sub-Saharan Africa, even though they shake the mountains, even though the seas may rise, even though they may give all the weapons and ammunition to the zoological republic, no matter what they do, no matter how they foment their rage, it doesn't matter to us. For God, Chukokika Biama, is in the land of Biafra. We shall never ever be moved. This God of the ancients will help us now and forevermore. For Biafra shall come, and this Lord of hosts is with us. Chukokika Biama, the same God of Jacob, the same God of Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego, this God that never abandons his people, this same God is our refuge, and we proclaim it unashamedly that this God that we kneel and bow before, we shall worship thee, for Biafra is your promise. Your word is yea and amen. Instead of your word not to come to pass, heaven and earth will cease to exist. Upon this very hope we anchor all our belief that Biafra shall come in our time, and we pray that it comes this very year, that your glory may be made manifest in the lives of men, that we may kneel and bow before thee. He said,
once again, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE, coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land. Our leader is the indefatigable Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is in the enemy dungeon. Because of you and I, Make no mistake about it, he must be released. It doesn't matter what both the mischief makers, both the impostor, both everybody, it doesn't matter what happens. Our leader must be released. There are those that are using the release of our leader or the hypocritical proclamation of the release of our leader in order to cause mischief or try to cause mischief. But I am telling you that our leader's release is the priority of IPOB. Make no mistake about it, because he has never committed any crime. It is the Nigerian government that committed crime against him. Extraordinary rendition, that is abduction, kidnapping of a British citizen into a third country is an international crime. But the Nigerian media, they will never tell you that. And they are asking, can you? They ask the impostor, what about Kanu? And people translate anything they want. Oh, it's not going to interfere in the judicial process. Is it not laughable? Is it not laughable? But what is happening? They have a hot potato in their hand. Do you remember what Comrade Stone, which is being called the interview by Mazi Chinasa Nworu in this platform to a South African ANC activist that fought apartheid? You know what he said? I don't know. People think that freedom fighting, this is just a joking affair. It's something you go relax and be in your Facebook screen, and you buy one smartphone or laptop, and once you pronounce, everything is done. No. You know what that man said? He laughed. He said, there's one question posed to him. He laughed. He said, look, the Nigerian government have elevated this your struggle to another level by kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi. That is what people don't understand. This struggle have been elevated in another level. It is no more what you are thinking about. Because our leader, he is just like a sacrificial lamb. He presented himself. That is the trouble of being chosen. The other day I told you that once you are chosen for this cause, you are in a big problem. You are in big trouble. Just like Jonah. Jonah no way are saying, it's you that is going to go and preach. He said, but what? You don't see every other people are there. You are taking me. That is the problem of being chosen. That's it. After all, according to the Bible story, Elijah started running. He ran away into the wilderness. He said, I'm tired of this every time sending Chineke. Give me now, let me die once and for all. Let him be all this wahala. Not let me live for this Israel. Every time problem. Go and face this person. Go and face it. You don't know that being chosen is a problem. Don't you know that? That is what our leader is in. That is why if you are a hardcore chosen Biafran in IPOB, you will not be like other people. I'm telling you honestly. That's it. So, according to what the man said, he said, look, you people don't understand, but the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi is an elevation. You don't understand. Whatever our enemy think that they are doing it in order to kill us, in order to subjugate or to subdue this struggle, they don't know that they are taking it to another level. That is why when I look to mischief makers, I laugh. I say, these people, you should be ashamed, because history will remember you just like Okpa Biaseka. The other, who answers Okpa Biasika today? Where are his children? They changed their names. Is it good? The time their father was doing what he was doing, he thought that, at least he want to be a governor, administrator, a political position. Now he must be there. So that is why killing his people, he must be there. But today, his children and children, they now hide from that name. Is it a good thing? Just tell me, is that a good thing? When you cannot answer your father's name, you are hiding. Somebody will see you and say, you resemble Okpa Biasika. Are you not one of his sons? Say, no, who is that man? Yeah, I don't know him. Do you think that is a good thing? Do you think? It's being pursued by the land. Do you understand? Therefore, whatever you are doing in this struggle, nakwe cheki, because we are moving forward. It doesn't matter the pushings of our enemies and detractors, we must move forward. Before I bring in my guest of today, I will just read on just few headlines, please. Few headlines. There is one headline, it says, Northern group to boycott Igbo goods in response to IPOB's ban on beef. Okay? Okay. Let's read it a bit. The coalition of northern groups, that is today's news, January 7th, 2022. The coalition of northern groups have reacted to the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra's ban. Do you see what we talk about Nigerian media? Every time they talk about IPOB, they make sure that they put that word, proscribed. But bandits, no proscribed. They don't put it. No. Bandits. Fulani herdsmen, no proscription. All right? Do you see the mischief that is happening? Nigeria is in a quagmire today because they try to split atom. People don't understand this. Maybe. The other day I said it. The nuclear bomb we have today, it is as a result of breaking the tiniest particle in this planet Earth. The tiniest particle is an atom. Do you understand? So, in order to break it using uranium and other means, now you have chain reaction. Nigeria, the powers to be, the creators of Nigeria, they tried to break the mitochondria, the dots. I'm not talking it in their context. In our context, the dots, the nucleus, they try to break that atom, and what you are seeing in Nigeria today is the ricochet event. Effect. It's a chain reaction when you try to break atom. It has a very devastating chain reaction. Do you remember what our leader said? That the North, they will be ravaged. That is it. Okay. Now, the coalition of northern groups are reacted to the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra's ban on consumption of Fulani cows or beef in Southeast, calling for a total boycott of all businesses operated by the Igbo all over the North. Is it not the best? Do you see how the leadership of this struggle is dismantling the zoo beef bit by bit? For those that don't want to come back home, for those Biafran that are now in the North, how I wish that they boycott your goods and services. I know that even from boycotting, they will start destroying your properties. So it is better for you to do the needful. We welcome it. It's a very big welcome development, because two opposing ideologies can never stay together in a so-called one country. Therefore, I even encourage the Northern Coalition Group to please hammer it every day in the North, so that they will be able to boycott the Igbo or Biafran goods in the north. It is good. As from the 22nd day of April, from April 2022. It's a welcome development because the order has been dished out that as from April, there should be no more Fulani cows being used in our land for any celebration. People think that, don't worry now, the time, you have the time. Our people are very stubborn. They think now, look, don't worry until that time you will understand how serious we are. That time you will understand. That is why since last year, the leadership of this struggle has been telling us, telling Biafrans, telling everybody, telling those that are using or doing business on Fulani cows, look for another means of livelihood. Because Yasukwe, when the time elapses, that time you will know. We are in a freedom fighting. Do you understand? Sacrifices must be made. Our leader is in the dungeon. It's a very huge sacrifice. He lost his parents. It's a very big sacrifice. Therefore, we shall never, because of the business interests of few, and continue putting ourselves into bondage, because this is what the Fulanese, this is what the caliphate, the weapon they have been using against us. No, these people, can they leave their properties in the north? Can they do say, no, don't worry? Can they? Before they say, Igbo man cannot close his market for one day. But they saw it that now Biafra is more than your business. Do you understand? The leadership has given that command. Therefore, it must be obeyed. It doesn't matter. We even welcome Abdulaziz Suleiman. Please tell the caliphate. As from that date, let them boycott also the services or the goods of Biafrans. They call Igbo. It doesn't matter whether you are a Joe, you are the Efik. Everybody is Igbo to them. Do you understand? So it's teaching time saves 9. Onye mara aso ya so n'ikwe. Ị ga-amakwa na aso eso n'ala. That is the thing. Let me go on few minutes break so that I will bring in my guests of today. Please, I will go on few minutes break in order to bring in the guests of today in this interactive session of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE, coming to you through Radio Biafra London. I will be right back. Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you via the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu. Today is the 7th day of January in the year of our Lord 2022. I am now joined by Mazi Chinasa Nworu and Mazi Abanyam. Please welcome to the program. Please, can you hear me, Mazi?
Yeah, Mazi, I can hear you. I can hear you very clearly. Good evening, Mazi Chinedu. This evening I'm here with my colleague, the member of the DOS, Mazi Austin Abanyam. Biafrans, friends of Biafrans and lovers of freedom. My name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu served the indigenous people of Biafra as a member of the Directorate of State. I hail from Obingwa. Obingwa is in Aba province. This evening, we have come on air. This is our New Year interactive section. We believe that people have stick to their radio. If you have questions that are bothering you, you need some clarifications, this is always the opportunity you have to bring on those questions. That is why these members of the Directorate of State are always coming on air to clarify our people, to educate our people. We might not be able to be coming on air on a daily basis because we have people anchoring the programs. We have people and they are doing a very great job. Mazi Jonathan is doing a great job. Mazi Ike Peters, Ikechukwu Onoha, Tareme Me, Mazi Obilo, Mwachineke from Asia, and the Mazi Alozie. Everybody, many people, they are doing a great job and all their programs are very educative. That is why we might not, and what we are doing is not something we can be coming every day, be talking. We want, anytime we come on air, we must come to educate our people, we must come to clarify some doubt. This is a struggle. This is not an entertainment business. We do not just want to come on air to tell you something that will make your body so sweet so that you can go and sleep. We have to face the reality. Before we speak to our people, we will make sure that what we are telling our people is the accurate information. We will make sure that what we are telling our people is something that will never backfire on our people. We will make sure that every action we are taking must be an action that will preserve this struggle and preserve every other Biafrans who have staked their life, their businesses in what we are doing. Therefore, Biafrans, this evening, I know some people do say we take a lot of time educating our people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have took many years to educate our people, but still, not everybody have removed themselves. Many people are still wearing that crown of ignorance, moving around, finding one excuse or the other to tell the world that IPOB is not in order, or to tell the world that IPOB leadership is not in control of this movement. But this evening, by the time we will educate our people, make some clarifications, it is left for you to know which road to follow. There is only one way. That way is the restoration of Biafra under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and with the people he left behind, whom he asked to take over from what he has been doing in case he is not there. And this evening, I hope at the end of this program, most of you will be fulfilled, most of you will go home fulfilled and know that this leadership is still in the right course on the restoration of Biafra. Thank you, Mazi Chinedu. Please, Mazi Abanyam, you take over the mic. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Thank you, Mazi Chinedu, for anchoring this program, and Biafrans are commending you for the wisdom you display day in, day out, trying to educate our people, trying to enlighten them. Your message is being heard all around the world. And we are grateful for all you are doing, praying that Biafra will continue to bless you and all the presenters of this Biafra program. You guys are doing a great job. I want to start by saying a short prayer for our leader, wherever he is, that Chukwu Kabiyama will continue to sustain him, protect him against all harms, the way he protected Daniel in the lion's den according to the scriptures. Because Nnamdi Kanu has made the Lord his refuge and fortress, and therefore he will never be despised or forsaken, because all eyes are on him. Chukwu Okabiama will also never let shame befall his mighty name, because Nnamdi Kanu has called his name morning, afternoon, and night. And Biafrans are waiting to see the hand of the Lord manifest in the life of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We continue to pray that no harm shall befall him, and he shall be released unconditionally by the power of the mighty Chukwu Okabiama. He shall be released, and he shall be the one to lead us into the new and independent sovereign nation of Biafra, where we shall sing and dance to the praise and to worship, and to the adoration and the exaltation of the Lord Chukwu Okabiama in the land of Biafra, because his name shall be immortalized in the land of Biafra when Biafra is finally restored. I pray also for the ESN, that they shall be united. Victory shall be their own. The enemies that are coming to distract, to bring confusion, and to divide the family of IPOB shall always fail. ESN shall be victorious. They are anchored in truth, in harmony, and in honesty, and they shall do the work for which they have been formed, the work which they have come to sacrifice their lives and everything they have to protect their land, their heritage, and the people. We pray that they shall live to win the victory for Biafra and live to enjoy the land of Biafra. We thank every other IPOB family member who is working assiduously to show that this struggle is kept afloat in the absence of our leader. Our media warriors, those who have been incarcerated in many prison and detention centers in the zoo and in Biafra land, we pray for you guys. Chukwu Okabiama continue to sustain you wherever you are, and he shall, in his infinite mercy, release you people. And we are going to do our own best to ensure that you gain your freedom. Thank you, Biafrans. Good evening from here. Good morning and good night, depending on your time zone. I pray in the name of Chukwu Okabiama that every Biafran listening to this program, those who are also not able to listen, but they are supporting the restoration of Biafra, working assiduously in their own capacity to ensure that we gain our freedom, Chukwu Okabiama shall continue to sustain and bless each and every one of you. In the mighty name of Chukwu Okabiama we have prayed. He said, dear friends, I want to thank you all for listening. We have come again from the Directorate of State to, as my colleague Mazi Chinasa Nworu has already alluded, we have come to answer some questions. We have come to clarify issues. We have come to educate and enlighten our people regarding the struggle, because we have noticed, sadly, that upon all the years our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has spent educating and directing and trying to open the eyes of our people, which we are sure that millions have benefited from what we call the University of Radio Biafra. But sadly enough, there are a handful of those who have remained dormant and ignorant to the fact that they still listen to gossip, forgetting what they have learned. Just a little twist of the enemy, they will be turned around by the wind of every wind that blows, both east, west, north, and south. They have forgotten what they should have learned from what our leader have been teaching them. But we are here tonight to set the record straight and to ensure that by the end of this program, the informed mind will have learned, even the ignorant would learn, and the blind will see, and the deaf will also hear. Important thing is that you are in the spirit, because our struggle is divinely ordained. It's not for carnal mind. That's why our leader has maintained that this struggle is not for poor people. The poor people cannot do freedom fighting. That's why I see them running helter-skelter, trying to see how they can make living. from a struggle that you know that blood has been shed and still being shed for the sake of our freedom, and some people have come here just to make a living out of the blood of their kin, blood of their brothers and sisters who have been killed beginning from 1945 till date. We are here to ensure that we go home as soon as possible, that our leader shall be released by the power and grace and mercy of Chukwu Kabiama. And from the little that we can afford as humans, we are going to give our best. This is what the Directorate of State has been doing. That's what we will continue to do. We don't have time for gossips. You won't see us on Facebook gossiping, on YouTube gossiping, because we are too busy to do that. Our leader has assigned us important assignments to do, and that's what we have been doing. And we believe with our little effort and the grace of Chukwu Abiyama, victory shall be ours, even tomorrow, even today. We are going to be victorious. In His mighty name, we have prayed. Thank you, Biafra. Mazi Chinedu, thank you so much.
There were Mazi. I want us to start this before going into more pressing issues, please. Because many people listen to this. I want you to listen just a few minutes so that we just make some clarification. You can make your comments about it so that we move on. Please, let us listen.
From Mazi Kingsley Kanu, the younger brother.
This is some statements by the brother of our leader. So I want you people to listen to it, please, before we continue, please.
The way we do things to avoid that. When he removed somebody on 10th or 9th of May in one of his broadcasts for meddling into the affairs of Ndinche Nolo ESN, I got her note what she wrote from A to Z episode she wrote. How she disagree with Mazi Nnamdi. This is somebody that has not been up to 2 years in IPOB. After that, I didn't speak to her again. I closed my mouth. Fortunately for me, I came into the meeting they did on the date she pronounced on 19th, if I'm not mistaken. And the meeting is about lobbying group in UK. She was lying to you people now, she jumped it. Because at the time I engaged them. The lobbying group in UK. I myself haven't lived in UK, there is nothing like that. I am working with people in the UK. When I mean people in UK, the top of all. I work with them in UK and I know how things go. They went at the back and cooked up and said that. Then do authorize the lobbying group to exist. And that even the same woman speaking, that then I was instructed to release funds on that effect. I can categorically tell you that is lies. Even when I went to the meeting, that man made mention of that very issue. You know what I told the man? I said, don't worry. I will come and buy you. I did. The next day, I called him and told him that you guys are telling lies. It might be a misinformation because they tell lies. They brought in Abanim, Mazi Austin Abanim, the European Continental Rep, Mazi Chinedu, that Onyendu said to them, the same woman that was speaking said that she got the information that she's communicating with Onyendu's legal team on that note. That one she missed. She didn't say that. This is how you see them when they lie. They want to bring in people. I told her categorically, having lived in UK, the easiest way to lobby is for you to have an appointment and meet your GP in his or her surgery and explain the situations to them. Now, funny enough, while I was debating these people, you know what? They told me that the lobbying group is only after the release of Onyendu and not for the referendum. That was when I paused and said, oh, Onyendu's release is imminent. People should be talking about is referendum. That is the most important thing, and not what people are saying. And all of them ganged up and said that this was what happened. After confirming that to them, the woman, unluckily for her, unfortunately for her, she went and made that statement, telling people, she went and made that statement, pointing fingers on me, that I was the one that tried to disrupt all the things they're doing. I told them, I repeat again, that what they are doing is fraudulent. People are using the name of Chinedu to make fool of other people. That is what I detest so much. If you watch what was played in the last months, Chinedu was an addition to Nigeria. You have a lot of things coming up, how people are speaking, left, right, and center like idiots, because they want to make fool of our people. I myself, as Kanu, as one oath, I've been in this struggle more than every one of them, arguably. I mean, all of them, collectively. I know what is happening in IPO. Most of them are after where money is. I repeat again, the issue of IPOB financial system is very clear. Any person, it doesn't matter the position you occupy in IPOB, you have no to discuss the issues of finance without Madam Nnamdi. It is a very clear order from the highest command of this struggle. Why are these people not doing what they are being asked to do? Why are they going back talking about things they're not supposed to talk about? That is the question you have to ask yourself. Because when they want to lie, they start turning things up and down. I'm not here to beg people not to believe in what you believe. I still strongly believe in DOS. I strongly believe the way things are. But I mean, we should get the record straight and tell people the truth, because it is very, very important that our people understand what is happening. But some people are taking the advantage because they occupy the high positions. You will see them, they will come out and be telling you about what Chinedu said and what Chinedu did not say by lying to the people of Biafra. That is what I, Kanu, will not do. I will stand on the truth. I know what we've passed through. I know why my parents died. I know why most of our comrades died. I know why they are still dying. I know why most of them are still passing through all this hell they are passing through today. I am here to say the truth. I don't care what they say. Any person that wants to struggle, this foundation of this struggle was laid on the truth and nothing more. And we should always remain to say the truth at all times. They themselves, they are positioning. I asked that woman one simple question, and the people she's working with. The UK National Code.
Okay, Mazi, I think you people have heard it, and Mazi Abanyam, I think it's in your jurisdiction. What do you make of this? What do you make of this, particularly Mazi Abanyam? Can you hear me? Please go on.
Yes, thank you, Mazi Chinedu. I've heard that comment a number of times. First of all, let me just say this. Kalunta is trying to tell Biafran that he is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra by coming out to denigrate and castigate the DOS, the governing body of this struggle. That the leadership of indigenous people of Biafra, headed by Mazi Chinasa, should stay away from what fund is all about. My question to Kalunta is that when our leader was free, is our leader not in charge of telling Madam Nnamdi where to send funds and what to do with funds, and she will do it without questioning? Now that Mazi Chinasa is sitting in that position of our leader, why should he not have the power to do the same thing in deputizing our leader? Okay, calling DOS fraudsters or people who have come to defraud our people, it's insulting. It's very, very insulting to the people who have dedicated their time, their life, and their resources to make sure that this struggle is kept afloat. Kanu said he believed in DOS. At the same time, he sees them as criminals. This is very, very important to tell Biafrans that Mazi Kanu is not in charge of legal, as he claimed. He is not in charge of legal. He was given the assignment to the legal who is looking after the Kanu family, not IPOB legal. This is the half-truth he told Biafrans. This is half-truth, and half-truth is always a lie. If you don't tell the whole truth, you are telling lies. Kanu is not in charge of legal for IPOB. Because when we started this struggle, Kanu was nowhere to be found. He said he was the oldest member of this struggle. When we started this struggle, everybody who has been in this struggle from the beginning will attest to the fact that Kanu has not been with us. The first time we saw him in this struggle is when our leader was first abducted and incarcerated in 2015, and we started going for rallies. And we met him in Belgium in 2016. That's the first time we saw him. For him to come and claim the authority to take the people and authority to criticize and denigrate the DOS and their decision, especially Mazi Chinasa Nworu, who is the head of the directorate, seem to have no respect where Kanu is and his cohorts, because somebody is pushing him to say what he's saying, because he's interested in the fund. Kanu, you have no place in this struggle to be able to come and talk about what you don't know about. You're telling me that everything that we know in the DOS, you know it. Or you're telling me that the fundraising that we have organized is not approved by our leader. That means that you are really you don't know what you're talking about, because this struggle is not something that is called family business. Nnamdi Kanu has trusted the Directorate of State, and the head of Directorate is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. You were there and your cohorts before he appointed Mazi Chinasa Nworu to be the head of Directorate, because he knows quite well that this struggle is not a family business. If you are qualified to be the head of Directorate, or something even bigger than the head of Directorate, he would have given you that position. But I think you have been weighed and found wanting. That's why you are not giving this position. If by any time you want to get in touch with your brother, ask him if you want to make you a member of the Directorate of State. Then you can come and work with us. But as long as you're not one of the members of the Directorate of State, you have no business coming here to give orders and to castigate and criticize unnecessarily what you don't know about. Mazi Chinasa Nworu receives information on a daily basis to run this struggle from every angle, which you don't have access to. So the legal team that we are making fundraising to or for is not something of your knowledge, and we are not going to give you information about that. There are classified information in what we are doing. You must know not everything in this struggle. You must not know everything. There are things you don't know, and to stay away until you become an insider. This is not a family business. We have said this before, and we are maintaining that you should stay away from the business of the Directorate of State, because you are not one of us. If you want to be a member, go to the right channel and don't come to the back door and start bragging of things you don't know anything about. I am the European rep. If you mean well for this struggle, if you mean well for the release of your brother, you should be in contact communication with me or other members of the Directorate of State. But you never do that. You never called me before. You are in Europe. You are under my jurisdiction. Have you called me before to discuss important issues? To discuss what the DOS is doing? To discuss things that you don't know about before going on air to speak out things that is meant and geared towards destabilizing this struggle, trying to put the DOS in bad light, and trying to launder your image, which is not launderable. Don't provoke the DOS so that we may not open the can of worms about you. Go and check my record. I am Mazi Austin Agbaim. I am the European rep. Go and check my record. My portfolio has nothing to do with fund. All I'm doing is the work that our leader has given me to do. Ask everyone in Europe about my legacy. Go and ask, make your research, and don't ever mention my name in this regard, because what I'm doing is following the instruction given to me by the head of Directorate, Mazi Chinedu, who is our leader at the moment. He is sitting in the place of our leader, and every member of state and every IPOB member must accord respect to, including you and your cohorts. This struggle, IPOB struggle, is not a family business. Get that to your skull. IPOB member must accord respect to, including you and your cohorts. This struggle, IPOB struggle, is not a family business. Get that to your skull. IPOB member must accord respect to, including you and your cohorts. This struggle, IPOB struggle, is not a family business. Get that to your skull. Must accord respect to, including you and your cohorts. This struggle, IPOB struggle, is not a family business. Get that to your skull. Must accord respect to, including you and your cohorts. This struggle, IPOB struggle, is not a family business. Get that to your skull. Must accord respect to, including you and your cohorts. This struggle, IPOB struggle, is not a family business. Get that to your skull. Must accord respect to, including you and your cohorts. This struggle, IPOB struggle, is not a family business. Get that to your skull.
asked UK to do a fundraising for something for about legal issues on the lobbying issues in UK. So, but to my greatest surprise, I saw when we were, people have called us names. There are people that will call us names, it won't worry us, but it's when somebody very close, whom we think that, understand what we are doing, will come outside and call members of the DOS names, criminals, all these things. They are not helping the struggle. What they are doing is to jeopardize what we are doing. That's what the people are doing. For example, I have been labeled, an ordinary person can label some accusation against you, but there are people, when they label accusation against you, you will find it that this is just to make sure you don't know what they are fighting for. You know one thing, Mazi Chinedu, I am really, really shocked the way our people are behaving during this. Our leader is not present when our leader have a problem. Because I am trying to get myself back from the day our leader was rendition to Nigeria. From the first 5 days, a lot of things were happening. People wanted the leadership destroyed. People wanted ESN handed over to them. People wanted the finance of IPOB handed over to them. People don't know what we are battling on the ground. Some people wanted to be part of the DOS. Some people want to take over the radio. These things were happening in a space of 10 days, 5 to 10 days. And you are asking yourself, what is all this? That means all this were pre-planned. All this were planned even before our leader was arrested. Because if you start to look things back, you will find out that while IPOB, the leadership, and many members of IPOB were in shock, some people were already flowing in their news what they want people to buy. They were not talking about how did this happen. They already have their conclusion. They know who sold our leader. They know who have stolen IPOB money. They know who have taken IPOB money. They knows how to hand over. They knows who to take over the radio. Every of this plan were all set aside. They were like waiting for these things to happen. They all come out. This is really, really what surprises me. I mean, in 1 week, many people were not, the shock of the arrest of our leader, people in 1 week, people could not even, they were still in shock. Because one thing people have to know, even when our leader was there, we don't discuss IPOB finance on air. There is no movement like this kind of movement that will come on air, be talking about their finance. It doesn't happen. But sometimes you see us try. Trying. $750,000. They call people at home. They say Chinasa Nworu and Chinedu took. Where is this money? Who have this money? In whose custody? That is why when I look at the way our people are blackmailing people, for what reason? Before today, I didn't join IPOB today. I joined IPOB in 2013. I have not been found wanting in anything I'm doing. Just in 6 months, in less than 6 months, our leader is under. In all these years, I have never been part of any finance for IPOB. Instead, I put my money. People in Biafra land can give testimonies, not from IPOB purse. because we know this is for ourselves. And it's surprising. Sometimes people think that the money I give to them to support them, it is IPOB money. It is not IPOB money. The people in finance know the money. In the absence of our leader, there is no money you are asking for. You won't say what this money is for. And if you don't mention what the money is for, why will it be given to you? It's very simple. Then people go outside, they call you criminal, they call you all kind of things. People will tell you, our leader left this amount of money in your hand. You know why they are doing those things? That is why in America they pause the money. When you request money for our ESN men, they become very rigid. Even they make it rigid. You know why? They want our people at home to revolt against the leaders of IPOB, the leadership. That's what they are doing. They want people at home to revolt against that, because they know when Onyendu was there, anything they need, their request, it is being done. At least when our leader is there, and these things are things we know. But in the absence of our leader, they now close all the money. Everybody want to hold everybody on ransom, so that at home, when people got wounded, or when they attack our people and wound some people, when IPOB leadership does not bring money to treat them, they will say the DOS have eaten the money. They block the money so that when the men will cry for food, you ask for money for food, they will tell you there is no money. They will start to talk rubbish. At the end of the day, people say they give you the money, you ate the money. They want, when some people who need to go to school or who have accommodational problem, if you come to request for it, they tell you, I will not give it to you, I don't do that. You and them will be exchanging words. You continue to exchange words until the whole world will hear it. Then those people will say, when Onyendu was there, do you understand me? That they know what they are doing. Everything they are doing is to destroy the leadership of this movement. And to their greatest surprise, after 6 months, this leadership is still standing very strong. We know Biafra has not come. But what we are passing through, even I cannot believe. I know this is a struggle. If we know people that you have been working with, we turn against you overnight. You don't know why they turn. People will tell you, you didn't hear from Onyendu. Those who knows, we are not that, but most things, Mazi Nnamdi is the leader of this movement. And I can tell you many things, information, anyhow, the lawyers are visiting him. He's hearing. I don't know how he hears some information, sir. I don't know. Sometimes we will be here, he will say, this thing happening like this thing happening like this. So, all these things trying to destroy the image of the DOS, especially everybody know Chinasa Nworu, Chinedu, Chinasa Nworu, Chinasa Nworu, Chinedu. This is only the name. And you ask yourself, can anybody come out clearly and say this is what Chinasa Nworu have done? I'm talking for myself. Can any of them be very sincere within yourself and say, this is what Chinasa Nworu have done? But one thing they know I am that person who is watching their SSs. I know where they are going. I know. Let me tell you something, Mazi Chinedu. I'm digressing a little bit. Do you know the comment Jubril made a few days ago that he won't release Mazi Nnamdi? Do you know there are people expelled? I am telling you, this is an intel. We're not going to mention their name. There are people expelled in IPOB. They were part of us before. They've been working with the Nigerian government. They're already working with the Nigerian government. There are people who, let me tell you something. There are some of IPOB members who are working as informant for DSS. We have already got 3 people when they went to the DSS office to give updates in Imo State. They didn't know there are some of our people that were detained who recognized them. And in other states, these people expelled, they went to Abuja. This before the new year goes out. They went to promise that they are still working seriously to make sure that IPOB is destroyed. There is no need to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's what gives Jubril the balls, because it is our people that giving him that confidence. And let me make it very clear. Let me tell the people to know. We know because we have sympathizers. Even everywhere you talk about what to do to IPOB, this leadership, we people know that we are working under the instruction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, under the footprint of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know what they say there? They told them to hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for a little while, but they should make sure that they get down Chinasa Nworu and Chukwudi Ofoma because of the radio Biafra. I am telling you a pure information.
This is intelligence.
This is intelligence. They told them, continue to hold him, let us see how to make sure we get that. They say, get down Chinasa Nworu and get Chukwudi Ofoma because of the radio Biafra. Now, this will tell you what the initial stage they wanted to take over the radio. We saw. You will know why they want the radio. Even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was there, they know these are people inside us, people that make utterances because they are not part of this thing and they want to. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you people should calm down. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out this month or next month, and after you people will lay all your blame, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will say, Chinasa Nworu, I have found you wanting here, found you wanting here. I want you to step aside. Mazi, I'm saying it on this radio. I will step aside. You won't hear my voice. If I am asked to support anybody, I will support that person. I will not say because I am removed, I will destroy this struggle. I will never do that. I can never do that. I can never do that. Because this struggle has taken people's life. This is to show you every day you see matured people put their data calling Chinasa Nworu. You ask them, do you know Chinasa Nworu? They don't know. Have you seen him? You don't know. The other, this woman at the highway, you see her last time. Chinasa Nworu, the lady because he's calling a man that is innocent. Just we want to make sure we hold this struggle. People coming, calling names, millions. Where is the money? There are people handling IPOB money. Ask them. When did you give? Tell them, I challenge every one of them who is using the name of DOS and the name of Chinasa Nworu and Chinedu, come and publish that money. If any of them publish, say that Chinasa Nworu, you make money here, I will resign tomorrow morning. Let one of them come up and say, Chinasa Nworu, with this money, do you understand me? You ate this money, I will resign tomorrow morning. But you found out that they are all working with the government. They have tried. They failed. They are asking money that they have defeated us. They have defeated ESN. They have defeated IPOB. That is all what they are doing. They went in December to reassure them because they are surprised after 6 months. Because this was the lie these people were telling them. Say, the moment you remove Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the struggle is finished. The struggle is finished. Little did they know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have sleeping, he have hardliners, they are all sleeping. Even if we go out, other people will show tomorrow. So, Mazi, I would like to stop here, and today I will give our people the chance for them to ask their questions.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. There's something you mentioned here about a struggle of this nature coming on air every time, because even sometimes it's worrisome. Why a freedom fighting movement like this will be coming on air every time talking about its finance, talking about the account number, which other people never do? That brings me to ask this question, put it on the open. I know that it is the character of our people, our character, because I'm not excluding myself. It is our character that prompted our leader to start doing things like this. Because when he started, many people called him a scammer, you know. Now things are in the open. Things that should be secret becomes open, and if not by the grace of Chukwu Okeabiama, becomes vulnerable. Now I ask, can we ever do something on the ground as a movement? We see the ANC when they did their own fight. There was nothing like even social media, nothing like a radio like that, but they can communicate and they trusted and things were moving on. But in our own case, my goodness me, in our own case, it is something else, a freedom fighting movement. And they are also, sorry for my prolongation, but they are also used to remind me of why fighting hard in order for us not to be prescribed internationally is a wise thing to do. Otherwise, you know, Igbo people think. So the question there, I want you just to lay emphasis before we move on, because we have many things to talk and the line will soon be opened. Can we do something secretly as a people? Things that matter, maybe this finance, even without releasing it, the account to the public. How do you think our people, how do you think it can operate? Can we operate even like the ANC? Like even let me say the Ambazonia that doesn't have this type of radio that galvanizes them and exposes everything, but still they move on the ground. What do you people think about this?
Okay, Mazi, let me pick on, then you come in. Mazi, your question is, can IPOB handle things on the ground? Yes. IPOB have been handling a lot of things. If we have not been handling things on the ground, we won't come this far. You understand me? We won't come this far. Let me tell you something. This struggle, in every time, let me call seasonal, whether it is a year or 2 years, let me count it in season, because we are not, our achievements are not based on year in, year out, but it's on season, on events that are bringing our success. There are many things that have happened in IPOB, and they were all handled, secretly, before one person or one disgruntled member, whom maybe is corrected or who pulls out, will blow everything off. For example, starting from our radio, when the transmitter, when we bought our transmitter, money was spent and brought this transmitter. It arrived. The guy who shipped this transmitter, he started paying price. The money that was paid to him, he refused to remove, because one thing or the other, he started lying. Along the line, we know all the story. At the end of the day, because he knew he had sabotaged the transmitter after all the money was spent. He knew. Now, he told his cohorts, he said that there was nobody but transmitter. He knows he is the one who loaded this transmitter. On the process, our leader wants to prove to our people that this transmitter was bought, this transmitter was brought home, that this transmitter is there. He went and made a short, small video to prove to the people that this is the transmitter you people are talking about. It's here. Then the enemies moving. They started looking for the transmitter. That is how, at the end of the day, our brother Madubugu was arrested. I'm sure many people do not know about Madubugu at that time. For example, the volunteers were there from beginning. Nobody knows them. From there, ESN was formed, and everything is out there. People have never asked.
attention of the the United Nations to be workable, to see that it works like they handle cases in Europe as well as Africa. Then that's number one question. Then second question is what can we do to draw the AU, United African Union, to be workable, be a decision maker in the affairs of African countries to determine our self-determination or whatever cases might be following in Africa, as this guy complained about Libya. And let me put it that.
Are you still there? Can you hear me? Maz, can you hear me? Are you still there? All right, I'm not sure. Mazi, are you still there?
Am I not coming out?
Yes, go ahead. I can hear you now. Go ahead, please.
Oh my God.
Go ahead. I can hear you now. All right. I think he's having a problem with the Skype connection. Can you hear me, Mazi? Your line is bad now. Your line is bad. All right, I will try to reconnect with you. Call on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp.
I can hear you, Professor Noha.
How are you, my brother? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Professor Noha. How are you?
Do I have a caller on WhatsApp?
Yeah, I'm calling you. I'm hearing you.
All right. I think we need to take a break so that we can sort out this issue. Please don't go away. There's a bit of technical issue.
Yeah, Professor Noha, can you hear me?
The lines, I am not sure what exactly it is, but we will sort it out. We will be back after this. Don't go away, please.
Hello, Professor Noha. Hello, Professor Noha. Can you hear me?
Online.
Professor Noha, can you hear me?
This is IPOB Community Radio. Radio Biafra, the first and the last.
The history of a people, I repeat, is like the stream of life from which the character, form, and structure of the identity, their backwardness and progress are drawn. It affords the people the platform on which to predict their future. Though, just as every stream has a source, so every group of people has a beginning.
I had a voice on the radio Biafra, London is the mouthpiece of the Biafrans. Nnamdi Kanu is his name. He made a vow to fight the end till our nation Biafra is restored. We love him, he's our mentor. Biafra is for real. Yeah. We'll keep on fighting till the end.
Anything you hear on the radio is the gospel truth.
I had a voice right in the air, sounding like a thunder, calling for my freedom. Yeah, now I conquer. I had a voice right in the air, telling me to listen. Biafra freedom is play. It's telling me Biafra is mine. Biafra is mine. Biafra is my home. It's telling me Biafra is mine. Biafra is mine. Biafra is my home.
All right, welcome back. I do apologize, of course, for the technical issues that we had. And of course, let us go back to the lines and see maybe the lines will work. These things do happen because we're dealing with electrical issues, and now and then we do get issues. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Good morning, Professor No.
Good morning from here, my brother. Good morning. Your names, please, and where you calling from?
I can hear you.
Yes, go ahead. Your names and where you're calling from.
You're speaking to the scavenger. My name is Obuse Enwido, the scavenger.
All right. Thank you very much. Where are you calling from? Where are you calling from,
I'm calling from Afridi Sud.
All right.
Afridi Sud is South Africa.
All right. Thank you very much. That will be French. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Okay. Yeah, Professor Noha, what I wanted to, you can see all your panel here, they have agreed that all these presidents were put there in order to protect their mining interests, those the Westerners, and their gold. They want to protect their oil. As long as the oil and everything is flowing, there is no problem. But what I wanted to ask your panel is that now we the Biafrans, we are no longer interested in too much English, too much speaking English, too much grammar. What we want from this year panel now is for them, each one of them, to adopt one Biafran. If they go to the street of Pretoria, street of Hebrew, street of everywhere, all these people you see scavenging there are the Biafrans. And they do to us. You can never see a Fulani man there because they are comfortable in that Nigeria. So what we want from them now is to equip us, to adopt at least one of us so that we can go back and fight. Because we cannot go there just only to fight. Because even here in South Africa where we are, it's not easy for us. For instance, as long as you are a Biafran or in Nigeria, you are in South Africa. I'm talking to our comrade there who is an ANC member. And the ANC must remember that the only people who embrace ANC when they were fighting for apartheid are the Biafrans. In fact, it's a Biafran who hosted Dr. Nnamdi, Dr. Mandela, who hosted him in somewhere in Biafra land, who abhorred him for some times, and even Tabon. All of them were
I think we've got your question.
So we wanted them now to help us, to
Mazi,
us.
Thank you very much. We've got your question.
Please, that is what we want from them. We wanted to go. Let them equip us, let them help us. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you very much. I think we'll try and see if we can take one more call, and then of course I will give to the panels, and then we will continue. Next call on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Call on the line. Yes, good morning from here, please. Your names and where you're calling from.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Your names and where you're calling from.
Yes, good morning, Mazi Chinasa Nworu, and also your presenters or your interviewer this morning. My name is Mazi Chinasa Wisdom. I'm calling from my location. I'm from Ohadima. Ohadima is in Imo province, Biafra land. I want to ask your interviewers, the members of AMC, what are their stand on the extraordinary edition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the zoo? Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the first place is not a Nigeria. He has denounced his citizen being a citizen of Nigeria, and he is a citizen of Britain. As Britain are not doing anything, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a Biafra in Africa, and he is extraordinary addition to Nigeria. And the people that are supposed to speak on his behalf are the Britain. Are not speaking on his behalf. What are their fans? As the member of and they have fought for freedom, and know what is in freedom. We know that Europeans, they cannot help us.
Thank you very much. I think we've got your question, Mazi. Yes, thank you very much for that. Thank you. All right, I will start with you, and then I'll go to you, because if this issue now concerns human rights issue, and I would like you to treat it as well. But since he has directed it to you, our leader was abducted in Kenya. From there was this business they did. They brought him back to Nigeria, and they want him to stand trial in Nigeria. And that's what we call extraordinary rendition, when you abduct people, without extradition. We know about Bushiri issue. They didn't just go to Malawi and drag him back to South Africa. They're still waiting for the courts to rule before Bushiri can come to South Africa and stand trial. So how come Nigeria were able to break all human rights protocols, all international treaties, and go and abduct somebody from another country, and now they want the person to stand trial in a court that has no jurisdiction over that person? Please, what's your take on that?
My take personally, and I'll repeat again, I don't want to speak for the ANC, but I know we respect the rule of law. We're signatory to so many treaties of international law. It would never have happened in South Africa, such a thing, and I think Nigeria knows that. I'll give you a case. There were policemen who renditioned people from here to Zimbabwe, and those people got killed in Zimbabwe. Those policemen stood trial in South Africa, and those policemen were fired, and they are serving serving a sentence. So even our own law is against that. Even our own police were put to trial for renditioning somebody out of this country into Zimbabwe, and those people were killed. And of course, that's illegal. That's a kidnapping. What happened to Nigeria and he was kidnapped in Kenya, I have no idea how that happened, that the Kenyan government even allowed that.
This is Africa, everything goes.
No, but not in South Africa.
Exception of South Africa, because
you in South Africa you enjoy freedom of speech.
Absolutely.
The same rights when you enter this country, whether you're an illegal foreigner, illegal immigrant, or you enter with a passport. Immediately you enter the borders of this country, the same rights which I enjoy as a South African, you enjoy. That is guaranteed.
Human rights.
It's guaranteed in our constitution. It is guaranteed. All South Africa belongs to all those who live in it. It's the first clause of our Freedom Charter. So it's guaranteed in our constitution that you enjoy the same rights as I do. That's the thing. So there's no way such a thing would have happened. There's another comrade who asked again from Italy. He was saying if the AU and the United Nations, I didn't say the AU and the United Nations can't work. Even the AU has got a committee which deals with rights of indigenous people. In our case in South Africa, we used every strategy to get our point heard. Use every platform, use every organization. We used even the United Nations until we got a resolution taken by the United Nations. There are many other. Okay, let's go to Sudan. Sudan, for instance, now has got 2 Sudans. But those people are fighting they fought until they got their freedom. So I'm saying to him, use every platform, every organization, whether it's Amnesty International, use everybody in this world to get your case heard. Don't say this one is not working. No, you'd never know. In politics, 24 hours is quite a lot of time.
All right, thank you very much. Let me come to you, sir. Would you call what happened to our leader Mazi Kanu a crime against humanity, extraordinary rendition? What's your take on that?
I think, like I said earlier on, that look, we had a case of Omar al-Bashir in 2017 when he was supposed to be arrested here in South Africa, because of the ICC, request. He was not. In fact, the government of South Africa, assisted him to escape. So you can see that the law is not being applied uniformly. This is not the law of general application. This law protects certain individuals that are high up there and people that are not seen to be high up there that want to protect their own rights. Why do you arrest, somebody who is not with grenades and bombs or doing anything else, somebody who's trying to get people to talk, who says this is what we're talking about? So what we have now is a situation which we call oppression and suppression of dissent. So you will be abducted anywhere as long as you're an ordinary person who's fighting a wrong system. They will come down wherever you are hiding and take you and charge you with all these spurious charges that are being brought against you. So in terms of the freedom of expression, his freedom as a person, the fact that he must be tried in terms of the international law, that if he must be extradited, he must be. You're talking about somebody who has denounced the citizenship of Nigeria, who doesn't want to be there, who is therefore,
and he's also a citizen of Britain.
Exactly. So now, in terms of that, the reason why he left Nigeria means he should be protected by international refugee law to start with, because he has now said, I don't want to avail myself to this country because what is happening here is infringing on my rights. But the world is not saying anything today. And yet that person now is being brought into a hostile country where his rights are not protected. And then you ask me that can AU therefore assist and help the people, of Africa in protecting their rights? That's why I'm saying it is impossible. And I am actually, on record, and I'm actually going on record to say, to start with, the biggest challenge that we have, and when we look at the international, the legal aspects of this particular issue, is that from now on, the independent people or the indigenous people of Biafra must then be looking at a situation where we're saying we need to litigate. Every tribunal that is on earth must then be approached and served with the papers to say, wait a minute, we want self-determination in terms of the ICCPR, Article 1, which gives us the right of self-determination. And because this is what we are saying, we want to be heard. And this must be done at UN level. Petitions must be sent to even to the AUSEs, it must be petitioned. You must petition the United Nations. And this is what is supposed to be the course of action from now onwards, because I liked, the other speaker who says, look, it's not time for the English and could not work. But it is in fact that time now, because we need to put to test these laws. We need to expose it. You see, when Comrade Stone was speaking about mobilization, the only part that I completely agree with him is that the kind of media publicity that is required now is that we know that if you want to go into Biafra now and start even talking to people, you cannot freely do that.
Yes.
Because you will be arrested. It's your movement. You cannot even talk to people. You can.
If you come back alive, then of course you must go to Thanksgiving.
There you go. So now what needs to happen at this particular stage? This is a very serious problem because it affects the humanity of an African person. Africans cannot self-determine. And now what needs to happen is, the Biafrans must be the first to allow and set the African continent free. That is why we stand with the people of Biafra now. Because our freedom is premised and based on the success of this particular story. And this story and this rhetoric and this narrative cannot be fought over another 10, 15, 20 years until we die and leave it as is. When we were colonized, the ancestors, our forefathers went out to fight, they had guns. Now we need to come up with a different strategy fighting this war. Because African leaders are going to protect their own brotherhood. This is a brotherhood, it's a cult. They will protect each other. So we need to show that we are wise enough to unearth and expose and destroy this demon called African leaders and the AU, which is used to oppress us. They meet every year, budgets, they rotate the leadership. You've got the African Parliament. I wonder what these people sit down and really are talking about except for fighting for positions. You can see this is what is at stake. The freedom of people, the ability of people to survive on their own is not an issue. But we want to talk about the law of general application, the law that applies to a president and to an ordinary person. If as a person you say, but I do not agree, this is not what I want, and it is my right to dissent, why can I not be allowed to dissent? Why am I not allowed to say, I do not, international law says you have a right to leave your country and to come back. Now, you are not leaving the country. If you come into South Africa, if you tell me how many Biafrans today have been given asylum in South Africa, zip. Because they say, but what war? In order for you to get asylum in South Africa, you must be a person who says, look, I'm running away from Boko Haram. But there is a more pertinent issue. Yes. And this is the issue of a people that says, I don't want to be a people associated with Nigeria because I am an independent person, and because I say that, then I'm ejected from my country, I'm killed. But then the country says, that ratifies the United Nations, Convention on Refugees. The 1951 Convention says, yeah, but wait a minute, that is not a crisis. We don't recognize that. And this is what is happening the world over. And we all sit down and smile and say, yeah, but look, the world is doing all right. We're all doing fine. Now, listen, we're going to change this narrative. We're going to change this story. And the only way we need to do that is to make sure that from now onwards, the people of Biafra become Project Africa.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. All right, I have two callers holding on. I'm going to take their call, and then, of course, I believe my comrades here might want to ask one or, a few questions, because I know where they're sitting and they're burning. There was something they want to add. It's just unfortunate that our microphone here is limited, but we'll make sure we find a way to, get them speaking. I can't have such heavyweights here, and then they're mute. They don't talk. And I must tell you, this man sitting behind you, I started hearing this word of imperialist, those terms from him. At the time, we even get fed up. We said, every time Michael this. But at the time, I began to realize he's talking sense. He's talking deep,
Can I explain something?
Please go ahead, yes.
From colonization, we went to neo-colonization.
That's the word I'm looking for,
From neo-colonization, we're living in an imperialism now. the same colonizers have imperialized us. That's why I said to you, even the language we are speaking is not our own. Even the mind, the thought, he mentioned it. From Roman Dutch law, you're learning things which are not our own. That is imperialism, because they are operating now by remote control. And they are using our own people to colonize us again. You understand what I'm saying? It's not now that you see a European or not. No, you see your own people oppressing you and colonizing you. That's what is happening. That's imperialism.
And that's why our own law becomes immoral laws, and their own law becomes
they
abolished these Zulu laws and what have you,
traditional laws,
and brought all this. Now we're talking about common law. This African law to be introduced. Why should it be introduced? It's supposed to be organic. It's supposed to be there already, because you are in Africa.
It was destroyed.
Unbelievable. All right, we must continue. Let me go to WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Thank you for holding your names, please, and where you are calling from. Caller on WhatsApp.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning from here, Mazi. Your name?
Professor Mazi Chinasa Nworu.
Thank you very much.
My name's Ogwevi Mwali from Ancient Kingdom of Agudere. Currently calling from Port Novo, Benin Republic. Let me go straight to the question of debate this morning, and my questions to the panel is this. We all know that Biafra stands for Africa. Africa, I mean the black race, I'm sorry using the word blacks, I mean the Aboriginal people. And truly, every preaching of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is centered on the liberation of Africa. And I know that nobody is free in Africa, including South Africa. And every struggle now is centered, that Biafra is into, is centered on the total liberation of the black man from the Western neo-colonialist tendency. Are you guys in or out? That is the question I want to ask, because and all this grammar is a Western, is an English word, grammar. But I want to know: are you people in? Are you with us to free Africa?
Are you still there? Are you still there? All right.
I ask this question is because no African country is independent, and Biafra is agitating to be totally independent from. That is where we start. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I've got that. Let's go to the other line. Get that question, and then I will get our panel here to answer. Then, of course, I will turn to my comrade here in the studio. Caller on the other line, can you hear me?
Yes, you're talking to me, Mazi.
Yes, I'm talking to you. Good morning from here, Mazi. And please, your name and where you're calling from.
My name is the Wise Pastor, Chris Wise.
Wow.
Calling from
what a wise
the
pastor.
kingdom. Yes. I am the wisest pastor.
Which kingdom are you calling again? You say a kingdom. There are so many kingdoms. Which one?
Kingdom of Gold, that is Cambodia.
Okay. All right. Please go ahead with your question. Our panelists are listening.
Yes. You are always on point, always doing a great job for Biafra, because in this very era, these positions where we are now, we need something like this, more of it from people which we believe could be a remedy, because what I'm seeing, that is my own opinion, what I'm seeing now is that the whole leadership are corrupted, they are a kind of contaminated, and In short, none of them are good for common man. Number one is, they said that slavery has stopped, and they create a visa and an embassy where you yourself will go and obtain visa to travel and enslave yourself again. I'm using this as in a result of a kind of what you said some time ago, how you went to Israel to stand 10 to 12 hours every day to wash plates.
Do you really have to tell people that I was washing plates in Israel? Please go ahead.
So, my brother, I'm just using this as a phrase. So,
I know.
You know?
Only you will say that because you know me better. Go ahead, please.
Yes, but that is the truth. Now, I want to ask you, and I want to bring it down to a layman understanding. You travel by yourself and yourself alone with your own money, hoping to get to a greener pasture in order to broaden your life, to help the situations on ground in your family. Now you went there to stand, take a standing ovation for 10 hours every blessed day, without minding that such could cause opome. You can interpret it to those people that are sitting with you. You know what is opome?
Yes, go ahead.
So now, and you are in a better position to explain what you went through. A place that you can stand without sitting down. When you sit down, they begin to shout on you as if that they are your God. Now, such people, I'm going to somewhere because I will ask a question.
Yes,
such
please,
people that they are
try to make it snappy for us because of time. Go ahead.
Very snappy, very snappy. Such people that you are working for, that are seeing you as less human, and these people saw themselves as a supreme being, and they are in all kind of organizations. They created United Nations, they created African Union, they created every union, trying to tell you that you have a limited movement, you have a limited plan, or a limited kind of ideology, that these are the limits or places that you can stop, that you cannot cross it, that this place belongs to us. Now, back to where I'm trying to drive so that you can understand me now, is that our leader was renditioned from Kenya. And you will understand that our leader said some time ago that when you mention Biafra in United Nations, where we hope, where every common man lies, that this United Nations is a place that a common man could kind of lay his voice, and his voice will be a kind of treated. That when you mention Biafra in that very place, all of them will close their meeting and run away. That's number one. Then now, they want to unleash, they want to kind of commit crime. Do you know what they did? They used the head, because there is no any other state in Africa that you could report this very matter of rendition that will be able to listen to you, because the only person that will rule the accusation is Kenya president himself. And if Kenya president is involved in the rendition, how do you think that this rendition matter will make headway? And being that our leader is a British citizen, and Britons are not saying anything, do you think that that thing is in line with a common man vision or plan, that someday somehow the Britain will rise up and speak against their plan, and or Kenya will rise up to give an instruction of the rendition in the African Union for them to tackle Nigeria? Do you see the game right now? They use the head, and Britain is one of the world power, because after Britain you come to America, after America Germany, after Germany is France, and China is coming up right now, and Nigeria went to borrow from China to make them friends, even if for some other 5 other world powers kind of frustrate them.
Thank you very much. I know you're a pastor. If we allow you, you will take the whole time.
Welcome back. Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. I am very sorry, it is a technical issue that is sometime beyond my control, but thanks to Chukwuke, it's resolved. Therefore, we must continue. We must continue, please. Mazi Chinasa, I hope you are there. Mazi Abwanyim, hope you are there.
Yeah, Mazi, we are here,
okay.
But we are here.
There's something you were saying quickly before I open my lines, because you know, when something like this happen, call coming from everywhere in order to inform me that, and the thing is adding to the confusion. Honestly, the calls add to confusion, you know. But no problem. We must continue. It is one of those things. So, Mazi Chinasa, you were saying something about our IPOB handling issues secretly, you know. So, I don't know.
Yes, Mazi. I know we have cut off the conversation.
Yes.
But I will just round up so that we open up the line. I want people to ask questions so that we can be able let people understand what we are doing. Just to reiterate on what I was saying, IPOB handles a lot of things secret, confidential. It is not everything. Most of the thing that is on Facebook, most of things people are talking, this is rubbish. Mazi Jonathan, can you agree with me? You remember last year, August, I'm just trying to give an example. We saw Jim Ike in one of the movie. Do you understand me that he was about to launch the movie with something in matter with two of them? They fought. It was all over the news everywhere. Just a few days ago, they come to told us it was state managed. Do you understand me? I think you come across the news.
Yes.
They now bring out the original video, how it was state managed, how they fought, just to promote. So that is why our leader do not want any hardcore member to own his own private media outlet. It's very, very important, because on the pursuit of money, you will derail, because you are ready to sell any garbage to the public just to make money. That's why I always say we are not in an entertainment business. Because if I own a media, or if I own a link where I am making money from now and then, you will see. If you understand me, what I do, ask yourself, Mazi. Somebody will just come, hello, how are you people? Meet me in this place. I have something to tell you, people. People are rushing. Do you understand me? You just hello, people. I have a exposition to do. People are rushing. They direct you. You go, and at the end of the day, you see it's garbage, because somebody is making money. They want to keep on making money.
And he has made his money. As far as
and he's making his money. So anytime, and let me tell you, IPOB is anything, both the politicians, every one of them make money with the name of IPOB. All of them. I'm saying this thing, and we don't give a shit. Most of us in this struggle, we have given our best. We have given up our businesses, our way of life, everything because of this struggle. But some people down home, they are making millions with the name of IPOB. Both politicians, both some people at home, they are making money with the name of IPOB. It is not only those on social media. Those that goes, there are people, they go to some of the politicians, they say, oh, come and support IPOB. They collect money, they put in the pocket. Some are running around the buttocks of politicians, IPOB, support IPOB. They give them money, they put in their pocket. And these are the people who have the big mouth to come to claim. Mazi, IPOB have a lot of confidential information. But we cannot come out and start fighting all these things. We are fighting for the liberation of our people. And that liberation is why we are here. We are not here, if I want to do entertainment, I go and join the movie industry. If I want to make money on social media, I will make money on social media. But we came for a purpose. And I can tell you, if people like this DOS were not set in place, the moment they take our leader won't be alive by today. The government knows that IPOB DOS have the men of caliber who are even more dangerous than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They know. Mazi, let me come. People come, our people, they come, they make noise. Look at the press release Mazi Chinasa did on 1st. Today is what? 7. It is still smelling the whole of Nigeria. This is to know those who are in charge of the movement. Mazi Chinasa made a press release on 1st, the new year. Some things he made, it was a short press release of 27 minutes. Today is 7th. 7 days after that, Nigeria is not, they are in commotion. They are in commotion. And people are asking, what is the DOS doing? I will stop here, let Mazi and pick up some places here before we open up the line so that people can ask their question. And I urge Biafrans, come online, ask your questions, stop all this gossiping. We are here to educate you. We are here to interact with you. What you don't know, we will teach you. What you know, anything you think you know, bring it up. If you are in a wrong path, we will tell you, my friend, you are on a wrong path. This is not how it is. But remember, we are fighting a nation, a devilish and murderous nation. They have all the money. The good thing we will do is to be very, very tactical, being strategic in what we are doing. We don't make mouths. People see Chinasa Nworu on social media for many years. Who do you think Chinasa Nworu is? Some of you say, I am a female. Some of you say, I am this, I am that. That mystery is what we remain. Some of you are dying to see the picture of Chinasa Nworu. Some of you are crying to know who I am. It doesn't matter. What matters so much is for us to fulfill our mission, to make sure we restore Biafra. Every other thing does not matter. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you talk. But what I know, and I strongly believe, that this leadership will make everything possible. Because some of them will tell you, hey, when is Mazi Nnamdi coming out? Is Mazi Nnamdi in a police station? This is what we are in. It is succession. We coming some.
desperate. If you are doing anything, they want to jump in and see, why am I not involved? Why are you not informing me? What are you doing with this? It is your own business. That's the name of one of our brothers in this struggle. A formidable man. Say Ekerorek. Where is your own jurisdiction? Mind it properly. I am in charge of Europe, and I have every right to work with any coordinator in Europe in any project. I have the power to do that. I have the mandate to do that. Nobody should come and tell me what to do. I listen to our leader here, Mazi Chinasa, who is in charge at the moment. And that is how this struggle is structured. If you think you are above the DOS, but you are a DOS member, then you have no place in DOS. If you're also not a DOS member and you're coming to challenge the DOS, then you are in the wrong place. You are a charlatan. You need to go and find your place. This is not a family business. This is not a job for anyhow person. You have to be, appointed to do this job, and before your appointment, you have to have a clean track record of what you have done in this struggle before you are brought in the DOS. DOS are people that are handpicked to lead this struggle in the presence or in the absence of our leader, and that's what we have been doing. So I am here to encourage our people to open their eyes and look at where you are going, because most of you, in a few months that our leader was abducted, you have forgotten all he taught you, all he has spent time to educate you about. You are following sweet lies instead of the hard truth that is leading us to salvation and freedom. The IPOB is the way, the narrow way that leads to life. And the other ways that you are going is the broad way that leads to destruction. If you are not careful, you are going to be led into destruction, following the sweet, sweet lies of the broad way that is leading you to the pit of hell. Because we are here, we are not going anywhere. I have maintained, I want to reiterate, and I made bold to say that this struggle is anchored on rock solid foundation. You can never destroy. You can do any other thing you want, but to come in and destroy, you can't, because the four pillars of IPOB have been shaken, but we are still standing strong after 6 months of continuous attack, allegation and accusation, and all manner of insult. We are still here because most of us in this struggle, we are not bloodly related to our leader Nnamdi Kanu, but we have his welfare at heart than any other person. Even those who are jumping around that they are related to our leader. Those people in the UK, let me just say this: the fundraising team in the UK, who are spending everything they have, their time and their money, coming out to mobilize, to organize, to preach, and to even put their own money to make sure that our leader is released, are the ones you are calling criminals. This is very shameful, very, very shameful, because these few individuals, they are formidable, they care for our leader, and they are ready to do anything to ensure that this struggle is successful in our quest for freedom, and our leader is released. It is very, very insulting, very, very disheartening to see that those who are really working assiduously for the success and for the progress of this struggle are sometimes being misunderstood and being, called names and all manner of insult. This is very, very bad, and I want to say clearly that these people that going for the fundraising in the UK, led by Mercy Awonkwe and the rest of them, Chief Nis Nwokoro and the rest of them who are there, they are doing legal work for IPOB, approved by our leader and directed by Mazi Chinasa, and I am overseeing it. It is legal, it is not wrong, it is correct. Go and check wherever you want. This is how we run this struggle. I am a member of DOS and I'm the European rep. I am in charge of Europe. What we are doing is correct. Every other person that is coming to jump around and talk rubbish, that person has no place in what we are doing. And he has no interest in the release of our leader. Forget about their sweet mouths they are making. Their heart is full of evil. They are only coming to see how they can, scavenge in what we are doing, chasing money that is full of blood. We are not like that. We are well off before we come into this struggle. Thank you, Biafrans, and thank you, Mazi Chinedu.
Well, thank you. I will, without going to break, because the technical issue has made us to be on break even. So I will directly open my line. Please, today we use only WhatsApp and Signal lines. Please do not call direct line, because I'm using the phone because of things now. I use the phone for another thing. Please, therefore, our WhatsApp and Signal line only you call, please. People don't call on Signal plenty, but you should be calling the Signal line. WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I repeat for the last time, our WhatsApp and Signal line +61 405 142 547. Please do not call my direct line. I'm using it for backup on something, please. For the interest of what we are doing now, you can call and ask your questions, please, on WhatsApp and Signal. Mazi, there is something you said that struck me, which also Biafrans should think about. When people that are talking about the leadership of this struggle, when our leader was absent for, I think, 13 months, people were questioning everybody. People don't know, but the leadership knew, and they took charge of our leader's whereabouts until he came up in Israel. They knew, the leadership knew, and they didn't sell the struggle, they didn't take money. Also, the formation of ESN, people they didn't know, but the leadership knew. They formed it secretly. They didn't take money. So I don't know why people are just mischievous. I have callers. Caller on Signal, please. Welcome to the program. You have 3 minutes. Every caller has 3 minutes to ask his questions or make his contribution. Caller on Signal. Can you hear me? Caller on Signal. No, I don't know what happened. You call back. I have caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, please. You have 3 minutes to make your submission or to ask your question. Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi.
Yes, go on, please.
Am I coming out clear?
You are, please. You are. Go on.
Hello?
You are coming out crystal clear. Please go on.
Okay, good evening, members of DOS. Good evening, Biafrans. My name is Mazi Chinasa from London. Please, I want to, is a bit of, a contribution or a little advice. Please, our European rep, please, I beg, next time, please, anything about our finances, anything about the issue with the Kanu or whatever, please, I beg, let's not repeat it on Radio Biafra. Deal with those issues privately. When you people appear on Radio Biafra, open the lines, let us talk to you people. We have enemies. Our brother Kanu is not enemy of the struggle. Neither are you enemy of the struggle. we have common enemies we are fighting, trying to defeat. Those that we are paid by Nigerian government to infiltrate us. And we are fighting them seriously on all fronts. Mazi Abanyim, you are our European rep here. I want to ask the unit in Finland, because the coordinator there, the national coordinator there, has been crying a lot about him being abducted, about somebody who is not a member of IPOB being in a meeting where they are discussing and they held him hostage. I am asking you as our European rep, what are you doing to make sure that that unit in Finland is dealt with, that those who are not members of IPOB should not attend the meeting or come near there? Have you set up maybe haven't contacted the law court there to get a restraint order?
Okay, you ask question, you say what are you doing? You have asked your question, you said what are you doing? Allow him to answer. Don't put mouth or word into his mouth. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Mazi Abanyim, please, I hope you have the question.
Yes, Maz, thank you. I have the question here. And let me start by saying that what I come here to do is to clarify issues. If you are not aware of what is happening, then go and listen properly. My name was brought to the public that I'm defrauding Biafrans by supporting the fundraising in the UK. I won't take that lightly, please. You never see me on Facebook or on YouTube talking. I don't do that. Okay? Whenever my name is called in public in this dishonorable manner, I am going to come out to clear the air. Okay, that's what I want to tell you. I'm not the kind that gossip. I don't have time for that. I'm too busy. Okay? In Finland, we have taken charge of what is happening there. Those people that you are talking about are not attending meeting there. They will not attend meeting there. I've given that instruction and I am monitoring it. Okay? We are taking care of the situation. We have problems in many countries in Europe, but we are solving them in-house and gradually. Don't be afraid. We are in charge of Finland. Finland belongs to IPOB, led by Nnamdi Kanu, nobody else. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think I have a caller on signal. Caller on signal, can you hear me? I have a caller on signal. Caller on signal, the platform is yours. Can you hear me? Caller on signal. No, I don't know. He's he's off. Okay, we must move on. We must move on. Let me try to pick other calls. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me, please? You have 3 minutes to make your point or question. Go on, caller on WhatsApp. Are you hearing me?
Mazi,
there work. Go on, please.
There work. Great Biafrans all over the world. IPOB, one family. IPOB, one family. One family, IPOB. Mazi, asimudo Chineke dere. Asi Chineke gozire mu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Gozire mu IPOB all over the world. Genuine ones, pure in heart, like DOS. Asimudo Chineke dere all. Oh no, wabo mu chukwu ka biama. As no ya dene ejeje na bata nke ọbụla onye chere bụ ihe ọjọọ n'isi unu ọ ya na n'isi na ya na ezinụlọ ya ọ bụrụ ma the kingdom of God on this planet earth anyị restore onwe ihe ndị aja mmụọ ndị aja mmadụ pụrụ ime ka anyị restore our land. So France na ji DOS because ọ kpọpụtara ọrụ a asụ na udo Chineke ya adịrị ọnụ na eke ọ ya adịrị ọnụ n'oye ọ ya adịrị ọnụ na afọ ya adịrị ọnụ na nkwọ I don't know yet. As in the home I didn't know Cabiam. He said, eventually, maka our one Kanu.
Mazi, please, Mazi, for your information, we didn't bring. I don't want any question or contribution. That is for clarification. You understand?
Okay.
So if you have any other thing to say or to ask, you go on. I don't want any comment. Or that is only for clarification. It's not a topic. Okay.
First of all, Afamabo Madaka, person from New Delhi, India. All great Biafrans. Ask some good morning from here. If you ask Nashineke and Gozon. Na ife minimum state because this man was keep silent for a long time now. All this massacre also on Biafra. Owazurike keep silent. Hope of them mana massacre and never Imo state. Owazurike kubeko onya park ya. All these criminals our land actually happen why but that's no don't shine I don't know you see nike I want our land back.
Well, thank you. You say thank you. I have a caller on signal. Caller on signal, please. Welcome to the program. You have 3 minutes to make your point. Go on, please. Caller on signal. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi, I can hear you. Are you hearing me?
The whole world is hearing you. Please go on. You have 3 minutes. Go on.
Okay, my beloved brother Jonathan. Thank you so much. This is Mazi. I'm calling from us. By the special grace of God Almighty, I am the IPOB Austria National PIA. And before I ask my question, I will never forget to ask Elohim to
are you using earpiece or is your phone on my speaker? I don't know. It's sounding somehow.
Are you hearing me now?
Yes, it's clear. It's clearer.
Okay. Yeah, before I proceed, I will never forget to ask Ezechukwu Kabiama to guide and protect my leader Mazi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience, the man who has given it all. Chukwu Kabiama, please guide him, protect him from every hands of the evil ones and from all evildoers. Destroy any man or woman planning evil against him. Destroy them before they come close to him. This is my prayer, and so shall it be in the name of Chukwu Kabiama. He said. The question goes directly to the GOS, and I want Mazi Chinasa Nworu, please, my beloved brother. I want you to answer me the answer concerning all these mad people that are laying false allegation or accusation on you, members of the GOS. I want to know here in Europe, when you lay false allegation on somebody, there is a repercussion. Anything you are doing and you don't have a proof, there is a repercussion. I want to ask you, should IPOB just wipe away this accusation without a proof, or there is a penalty waiting for these people in future? This is my question, Mazi. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Mazi Chinasa, I hope you had him.
Yeah, Mazi, I heard him. Mazi, like you said, these things are happening, number one, because maybe you know, many people, they believe if they are not talking, they look more stupid. I mean, if they are talking, they don't know they look more stupid. So it's better sometimes you even keep silent. My brother, I've been in this struggle. The accusations, some of them are very funny. Very, very funny. If you ask them what did Chinasa Nworu do, they cannot even, they bring stories, they come, they talk about Chinasa Nworu this, Chinasa Nworu that. Mazi, I have to endure some of these things because our leader is not present now. Because I know our leader. If I take any decision, I know what he will ask me at the end of the day. He will tell me, why can't you wait until I am out? He will say, why can't you endure what they have told you? Is it more harmful than what they have done to him? So what I'm saying is this. Number two, we are under oath. I will only exercise patience because this movement is on the table of the indigenous DOS. We cannot afford to be distracted by all these accusations. But I will going to exercise patience. Let our leader be free. As soon as our leader is free, he normally say, we don't forgive, we don't forget. For me, I'm not going to forgive. People, they know me. Some say I'm very difficult. I am difficult because I believe a matured person. I don't come to teach you. You are not a kid. You know what is right and wrong. If you know intentionally what you are saying is true, bring out the proof. But since I know most of them are lying, I am telling you one thing for now. We are not in democratic government. I am not I'm not heading a church where they say forgive and forget. This is a movement. I will not forgive them and I will never forget. But I'm going only to exercise patience until our leader is released. The moment our leader is released, most of these people are rootable. Thank God there is social media. The videos are there. The accusations are there. Everything are there. They may not be able to pull them down. Some of them we have already put it in our archives. I will also present it to our leader. And after that, I will see what will be his opinion or his decision. But personally, you know, one thing is this struggle has turned us. We are no more those people we used to be years back. We take every threat. Everything they do, they are not doing it to say it is normal. They are doing it to destroy the struggle and destroy Chinasa Nworu. And it is only a tree we stand and see somebody who said they want to destroy him, they destroy him. I'm not going to forgive them and I'm not going to forget. I am saying it here on this radio. Any day we found ourselves on any line, one day, if they don't kill me, I will kill them. It's as simple as that. Thank you.
Thank you. We must continue. I think I have callers. I have a call. Let me see. I have a caller on signal. Signal, please. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Call on signal.
Loud and clear. I'm hearing you. Are you hearing me?
Yes, the whole world is hearing you. Please go on.
Yes, this is Mazi Chinasa. Let me make it quickly because I have this issue that come from Austin, the European rep. I'm very glad, and I think the leadership should do a needful thing because I can remember that some people were expelled for some issue that relating to coup. I want to make it clear. If the leadership of IPOB led by Mazi Chinasa in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi did not assign Kanu to be in charge of the legal team, and he come out to say that he should be expelled in IPOB because he endangered the life of over 70 million of Biafrans.
Mazi, do you listen to my voice? Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you.
I say there is a clarification that has been made. This is not a topic. You know, let us stick to regulations. It will not kill us. You know, the issue of what has been clarified by the European rep. So there is no, you had somebody, I told him this, and you are still going back to that. What does it mean? Let us stick, be disciplined. It's part of the thing we are teaching here. It doesn't matter how things are inside your mind. It doesn't augur well. It's part of indiscipline. As you have had it, I said the first person, you should steer clear. It doesn't matter. That is how things work. Please, if you have any other question or any other comment to make, you make. I don't want this thing to be a topic. It's not a topic. It is clarification, and that is it. Go on, please.
Okay. Thank you. I only have one question, please.
Go on.
To Chinasa Nworu. My question is this: as a leader that we are appointed to be among the leaders to lead over 70 million people, is it right for the leader
clear? Mazi Nasa, can you hear him?
Mazi, I can hear him. If I can, let me repeat his question. He said, why did I insult that the people that go to Europe, they drink their urine, right?
Yes.
And why did I insult those that campaign for no election? Right or wrong? These are his two questions.
You see, I kept him on. I don't know. I think he can answer you.
Yes. Question: why he used that word to classify IPOB members?
Okay. Why I use that question to classify IPOB members?
That word that some of IPOB members pass through Libya and on the way they drink their urine. That make them not to think
Thank you. If you have finished your question, then you listen. Then I will.
Two question I have.
I will answer you.
Go on.
Should I go forward?
Go on. Yes, go on. I kept him. He's here. No need of him off.
Okay. Mazi, number one, I don't know, what did you say is your name again? Let me know.
Mazi.
My name is Mazi Achebe Paul. You can call me MAP. Ezioku Bundu 1.
Okay. Mazi Achebe, let me ask you a question. Did you drink your urine when you are going from Libya? Because I don't know why you take it personal.
No, I didn't pass.
Thank you. You didn't pass Libya, right? Okay.
Yes.
Secondly, you say you campaign against there will be election in Anambra. To yourself, were you against the instruction of, did the leadership ever promote that people should campaign there will be no election in Anambra? So are you not part of those people who were completely disobeying what the leadership of IPOB was always trying to say? Are you not part of them now?
No, so I'm not part of them.
No, I'm not part of them.
Mazi, you wait.
Mazi Achebe, you ask your questions. Let me answer you. Number one, you say, why did I use some of those people? There are some of those people which I have their history, how they went to Europe. Some of them, I know them. When they started, I didn't know them before, but when I started to run a background check on them, because they were not talking, they were full of lies. They were talking like some guy in Italy, some guy in Germany. They were using my name
to make program, people I don't even know. But when I start to follow to know who are these people, I realize these people came from Kanu to Niger. They drank their urine and passed through the Mediterranean. And that is how I qualified them. So if you didn't pass that route, you shouldn't have a problem. But I feel that you are having a guilty conscience. Because I am sure you are part of the people who were insulting Chinasa Nworu all this while. I am very, very sure, because some of you are now turning. You might be, you might not be. Let me tell you, desperate diseases require desperate remedies. You cannot tell me that I am a leader. You come and you try, forgetting that I am also a human being. You come on radio, you come on social media, you continue to dehumanize me, you continue to lie against me, you continue to fabricate all kinds of information against me. You say I am a leader. I didn't make myself a leader. If that is the only adjective you can use to disqualify me as a leader. And besides, we're in a freedom fighting. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I don't think I have been abusive more than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I have never abused anybody. But if anybody think because I am a leader, you come and abuse me, my brother, I will return back the same way. When the leadership, when you get Biafra, you want to form your parties and rule your people, you rule. For now, you cannot come and put your hands into my eye and I will be standing looking at you. I am not those people they preach. If they slap you on one side, he gives to the other side. If you do not want me to respond to you in an abusive way, do not abuse me, do not abuse this institution, do not abuse the leadership, and do not abuse the blood of our Biafrans. Because if you make caricature, it is not only abuse I will get you. If I be able to find you where you are and you are close to me, you abuse the blood of our people or abuse me, I will pull your tongue and I will hand it over in your hand. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you.
You have not answered the second question.
The second question is what, Mazi? You said you were campaigning against.
Let me make it clear to you.
For no election in Anambra.
Mazi, excuse, just a minute. No, just a minute. Before I start campaigning for the election, like our leader instructed that we get our information from radio.
When did our leader instruct that? When?
Whenever you, that means you have to go back to listening to Radio Biafra back because our leader said.
Hold on.
Allow me to speak.
To me.
Don't overshadow me. Allow me to
Mazi Achebe, please.
Mazi Achebe, do not say. Mazi, let Mazi Achebe do not say what our leader said before his adoption or before the election. Mazi Achebe, you were there when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said there will be no election in Anambra. Were you there or not? Were you there or not? And because at the dying minute, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called it off. Because of this reason, because you don't have the history of what we are doing, the leadership who are aware of how things roll, we were very careful not to go into any campaign because there is a communication with our leader. We were very, very careful because we don't want at a dying minute. That is why even when we gave an order, we didn't give because of election. We gave it because of our leaders in this thing. And there is a mistake some of you used to make. You always say, our leaders say, my brother, change is constant. We are in a struggle.
But our leaders say many things, millions of things.
Mazi, for example, our leader said any day we did not see him years back, burn down the zoo. Some people think we do not see our leader burn down, but it means if anything happens to him, we lose him. But our leader is still alive. People don't understand. The moment they arrested our leader, you say burn down the zoo. But that is not the message he gave to you.
Are we seeing our leader? Is there people seeing our leader? Is there any evidence that our leader is alive? Yes. Why are you campaigning what you know that you are doing to even jeopardize the person you are talking about? Now you said election. From what you said by yourself, that means you are among the people who are going contrary to the instruction of this movement. Because there was no time the leadership of IPOB came out and said there will be no election in Anambra. There was no time. There was no press release. There was no any public pronouncement. But on your own, you start to gather and there will be no election, there will be no, at the end of the day, that your voice, because that your voice is a voice that have no reasoning. That is why at the end of the day, in IPOD, we are following things strategically. Anything we do, we think about it. We think about it. We look back. We look forward. We seek advice. We are not just waking up to make decisions. I mean, we have people, we hear from many voices. For you, maybe you don't have, it's just what you read on newspaper or what you read on social media. And I will advise you, my brother, Mr. Chebe, next time, follow the instructions of the leadership of IPOB. Because here it is an open confession that you were, and at the end of the day, you are disobeying the leadership. Then when they talk to you in a harsh way, you are becoming angry that you were spoken, they spoke to you in a bad way. Change your ways. If not, if you are standing on the way of the leadership, anytime they give order, you become part of the people who oppose their order. My brother, we are not going to take it easy with you. It is very simple. And I want people say I am so harsh, I am insultive. I am not. But maybe that is how my voice is. I didn't create this voice by myself, but I may be very harsh in the way I present, because sometimes some people, you think that they know better. They don't know. That is my answer for this. Please, it does not mean if I talk to you in an abusive way, it doesn't mean you are my enemy, but it's sometimes you people. Because when we are saying calm down, most of you were insulting us. Why you don't stop no election? You were insulting us. Don't you see it on social media? Don't you see it on Facebook, on YouTube? Don't you see all the accusations, the distance? Then when we respond, maybe my voice overrules the millions of voices that were against this movement. And if it is the reason, I will continue to roll when I see people coming in trying to destroy this movement. Under my own watch, it will not happen. Thank you, Mazi.
Mazi, can I say one?
Let me come in before you. I'll give you 30 seconds. Let me come in. For the first question you asked, because I hosted the platform. It's just like when our leader talked about those that stole our money. He called them criminals. He insulted them with any type of insult in this world, which they deserve. It's not general. Now, if you come to take it personal that because I am in America, why did our leader say so? Now, which means you are part of those people. It's the same thing. What is happening when you hear? Because sometimes even here, because of how things are, how some of our people behave, you can dish out some even insults. You are not insulting the person per se, but the stupidity behind him. So if you come out and say, he didn't say people that went to Europe, he said those people that are talking this thing, those people. Now if you're coming out to take offense, which means you are one of those people that we are talking like that. So it doesn't, I don't know. He didn't say all the people that travel to Europe drink their urine. No, I am the person that hosted him in this platform. So that is it. In that, so I'll give you 30 seconds.
And Mazi, and he's one of those who are attacking the leadership on Facebook. Right. I can tell you that. Forget it. Our people are confirming it here. He is, as he's talking on radio, our people are inboxing. That is one of those who have been attacking the leadership and insulting all of us. So we don't pretend, my brother.
Any
we don't
person
pretend.
attacking the leadership, it's worse than a criminal. I'm saying it. I'm not talking it behind the scene. Go on, Mazi.
Okay, thank you. Let me tell you this word. The word I said, Chinasa Nworu did not answer my question because before I campaigned for the Awuno election, I called on Radio Biafra the same way I called. And in a response to my question, when I asked you, if there will be election in Anambra State or should I continue with my campaign, you played a song for me which sang there will be no election to vote. After you played the song, you asked me, I hope you have answered my question, and I said yes. That is why I carry on with that very agreement. So, but if Chinasa Nworu tell me that if any person that campaign like that or carry information from Radio Biafra that the person is a saboteur or that person is attacking the DOS, meaning that if what we had on the Radio Biafra, we should not take it serious because we will come back and label us disobedient children, because that's exactly what Chinasa Nworu explained here just now.
Mazi, hold up. Mazi Jonathan, I'm coming. Mazi Achebe, I am sure you are living in Italy, right or wrong? Right? Mazi, can he answer me?
He's hearing you clearly.
I said right.
Mazi, you are living in Italy. You are living in Italy.
Yes, of course.
Let me tell you, you see IPOB. Fear them. Fear IPOB. The music you are talking that Mazi Jonathan played for you is a music played in 2017. I think 2017-18. During this election, it was played on Radio Biafra. It's a music that people played anytime. One thing we don't understand, we are also telling our people who don't need to, and it is election time. This kind of music, you cannot ban it. This music is everywhere. Now, you said, and I asked you one question, can you show me where IPOB officially make an official statement that there will be no election in Anambra? None whatsoever. But because you are overzealous, as you are talking, our people know you. They know what you do on Facebook. They know you are one of those people who are that. The informations are coming in. I am not the one. What I'm telling you is don't come on radio to play a safe game. If you do something wrong, accept that you have done it wrong. That there are people, they say, yes, before I was attacking the leadership, now I have returned back. I have retraced my steps, and that is what I expect you to do. But for you to come in on the radio trying to tell me, Mazi Chinasa say this, man, my brother, I know you like left hand know the nyash. I'm telling you, I know you. Most of you were there insulting us. Today, what are you trying to make? What point? That somebody drink his urine and go to Europe, and so what? That if we are calling you this thing, you came against the leadership, we come against you. It's as simple as that. You take it.
Thank you, Mazi. I think
Thank you, Mazi.
We need to go to another.
Go forward, Mazi.
Yeah, we need to go forward. I have callers waiting. Honestly, I have a caller on WhatsApp that has been here. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi, good evening, Mazi Chinedu.
Yeah, well, welcome to the program. You have 3 minutes, please.
Thank you. Okay, sir. Mazi, my name is Tony, and I am calling from Aba. I want to use this medium to greet the DOS, Mazi Chinasa Nworu, and others. And I want to say, may Chukwuka Abiyama bless them and strengthening them in the name of our Lord Chukwuka Abiyama. You see. Mazi, it's not a question, but in fact, to be honest with you, our people are something else.
Mazi, go on, please. Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, go on, Mazi. Go, call on what's up. Go on, please. Go on with your question. Go on.
Okay. Mazi Jonathan Chinedu.
Oh, sorry. Another person. I'm very sorry. Caller on WhatsApp. Go on.
Okay. I'm hearing you, Mazi.
Yes, I'm sorry. Go on very quickly because I have people. I don't know. I have other people waiting. I don't know. You just came in by miracle. I don't know.
Okay. Good morning, my good people of Biafra. I remain Mazi Milimalugo. I'm calling from Dubai. Good morning, my leaders. Good morning, my leaders. Mazi Chinasa Nworu. I greet you all. Mazi Jonathan Chinedu and my leaders. I hear Mazi Achebe calling on this Radio Biafra. Do you know that Mazi Achebe is the member of autopilot? It's no longer believe in our leaders again. Do you people understand that?
By his fruit, he is known. Even I have many people inboxing me right now about him, but it doesn't matter. This you can call, any person can call. Go on.
Okay, because I'm sure he come to distract people. He didn't come he's not asking that very question in a genuine heart, but he come to distract you people. But thank you that you people understand him. But Mazi Achebe, may Chukwuka pay you back for what for your insubordination that you are working to the session of Biafra, that you know that many souls have died for that, and you know that autopilot in Freeland and the Madam Fake Elohim is working against this struggle, and you believe on them.
Mazi, leave. These are distraction. If you have any question or any submission to make, you do it. You have 1 minute remaining, please, because these are distractions. Go on.
Okay. Thank you very much. I thank you all for your good work. May Chukwuka continue to bless you, all my leaders. I have a submission to say. I have something to say. Please, you people should tell all these Nollywood actors, let them stop acting a movie that is against our tradition. Let them stop those nonsense that they are doing that is against our tradition. If they want to act a movie, let them act a movie that will teach our people something, not the movie that will be against our tradition. That is what I'm saying. And those church leaders in our land, that is destroying our tradition. Let them stop that nonsense that they are doing. That is not their work. Let them stop that nonsense that they are doing.
Your message has been received. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, I have our brother Mazi Anyiking. Can you hear me? Mazi Anyiking, can you hear me? Mazi, it seems you are not concentrated. Now I will take another question. Caller on signal. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on signal.
Am I the one?
If you are calling on signal, you are.
Yes, I'm calling on signal.
That's it. Go on, please.
Yeah, good evening from my location.
Welcome to the program.
My name is Mazi Odum.
Go on, please. You have 3 minutes. Go on.
Yeah, I want my question goes to Mazi Chinasa.
Mazi, do you want me to be replying you anything you are saying or what? Go on.
My question goes to Mazi Chinasa and the rest of our.
You are here to ask question. Why do our people like too much preamble? Go straight to your question. They are there already to answer you.
I sorry. I'm still on. Please. Yeah. Please. Please. Yeah. Thank you.
My goodness me. I have a caller on. Our people should know how to act. This okay, I'm here to ask you a question. That is why I pick your phone to ask. And the people that are answering the questions are there. No need of saying, I want to ask.